Oh, hey, glad you could make it. It's Lee. I'm up here at the range again today with the Ruger GP100s. I've got the 4.2 inch barrel and the 6 inch barrel. And we're going to shoot some 125 grains, my reloads, some Remington 125 grains, and some Hornady critical defense. Okay, so we've got my 125 grain reloads. And this is the 4.2 inch Ruger GP100. Oop. Uh, 1481. 1540. 1509. 1509.8. And 1537.4. So the min was 1481, max was 1540.7, and kinetic energy 637.5. Average 1515.6. Standard deviation of 21. Okay, so now we're set back up, and we got the 125 grain reloads, and now we've got them in the 6 inch Ruger GP100. So we'll see if this makes any difference on the velocity. Yep, 1761. 1728. 1733. Looks like I'm scaring the crap out of the birds up there. 1671. And 1689. So kinetic energy jumped up to 818. Was 6 something with the 4.2 inch barrel. Min 1671, max 1761.8, average 1716.9, and standard deviation of 32.6. Okay, so now we have the Remington 125 grain semi-jacketed hollow point, and these are listed on the box at 1450 feet per second. So we'll see if they come in at that with the 4.2 inch Ruger GP100. My reloads were doing over 1516 feet per second average, so a little faster than these. We'll see what these come in at. Okay, so 4.2 inch Ruger GP100 with the Remington 125 grain semi-jacketed hollow points. So 1499. 1508. 1517. 1514. And 1511. So looks like they got a little more kinetic energy. The min 1499, max 1517, kinetic energy 633, average 1510. So I think a little less than my reloads, and the standard deviation of 6.3. So a lot more consistency between the rounds than my reloads. Okay, so with the 4.2 inch, they were averaging, I think 1510, and the box listed them as 1450, so we beat it with the 4.2, so I would expect to beat it with a 6 inch. Yep, 1737. 1676, 1659, 1661, and 1604. So the min was 1604, max was 1737, kinetic energy 771, it was 633 with the 4.2 inch. Average 1667, so about 150 feet per second faster with a 6-inch barrel. And the standard deviation was a lot more on these, 42.7. Okay, so we're back. And this time we have Hornady 125 grain critical defense. And I think the box listed these at 1500 feet per second. We'll shoot them first with the Ruger GP100 4.2 inch barrel, and then we'll move on to the 6 inch. Okay. So 1380.6, so less than what the box says for sure. You can feel these have a lot less recoil than my reloads or the 125 grain Remingtons. 1443, 1450, and 1420.6. So the min 1380.6, max 1450, and kinetic energy 559.2, average 1419, so about 100 feet per second less than my reloads and the Remingtons. And this is out of the 4.2 inch barrel. Standard deviation of 26. So obviously they're using a longer barrel to get their velocity readings. Okay. Yeah, 1511. So just over what the box claims. 1532, 1521, 1495, and 1506. So the min was 1495.7, max 1532.5, kinetic energy 635, average 1513, so a little less than the others, than my reloads and the Remington 125 grains, but did get to the box rating using the 6-inch barrel, but it didn't at using the 4.2 inch barrel, and a standard deviation of 12.6, so that's pretty good. Okay, so we tested out 3 different loads today with the Athlon Rangecraft Velocity Pro Chronograph, and out of the 3 loads, my 125 grain reloads had the best performance by just a little bit. So the average 15.6. The next closest out of the 4.2 inch barrel was 1510. That was the Remington 125 grains, and trailing was the Hornady Critical Defense